We've gathered together for this ceremony as there are some among us who are ready to commit all that they have to realizing the wisdom of the Buddha with these very bodies given to them by their parents. They wish to follow in the footsteps of sages and Buddhas who for centuries have walked the path of the Bodhisattva. This path is the way of boundless wisdom, the way of limitless compassion. And so on this day, Sunday, July 25th, 2010, we humbly ask you, Venerable Eshu, Abbot of the Victoria Zen Center, to act as their teacher and to guide them as they vow to study and practice Buddhism and to live as disciples of Buddha through Jukai.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for coming. I always like to take a few minutes at the beginning of the ceremony to just talk about the ceremony before we get started. As you have already experienced, there's some chanting involved. So one of the things that we acknowledge in our tradition is that any commitment that we make, commitment like Jukai, is something that's very difficult to make just on our own. We don't get here by ourselves, and we can't fulfill any commitment that we have by ourselves. We rely on the support of our friends, of our family, and of our community. So one of the ways that we really acknowledge this in our tradition is that in ceremonies, it's not just the people, the initiates, that are doing the chanting, it's everybody in the room together, so that when we chant together, we give our hearts to these people who are making these commitments, and we also commit to help them in whatever way that we can to uphold and maintain the vows that they take during the ceremony. I think a new part of this ceremony is also after the heart chanting of the Heart Sutra and the dedication chant is the reminder of electronic devices. So if you haven't turned off your electronic devices yet, I would please request that you do so now. Thank you. We're going to do a number of chants in this ceremony, as I mentioned. The form for most of them is that I will chant a line, and then everybody repeats the line and bows at the end of the line. So for the people who are sitting on cushions, you will want to move to Seiza, the kneeling posture, because the bows that you do at the end of each line are Sampai style. They're great bows. So you bring your forehead to the ground and you bring your hands up. For those of you who are sitting in chairs, we're going to have our hands in Gasho, and you just make a bow from your waist. Okay? All right, so we'll get started. So if you want to switch to Seiza. Vairochana Buddha, the pure Dharmakaya. Lochana Buddha, the complete Sambhogakaya. Lochana Buddha, the complete Sambhogakaya. Shakya Muni Buddha, the myriad Nirmanakaya. Shakya Muni Buddha, the myriad Nirmanakaya. Maitreya Buddha, to be born in the future. Maitreya Buddha, to be born in the future. All Buddhas throughout space and time. All Buddhas throughout space and time. Manjushri, the Bodhisattva of great wisdom. Manjushri, the Bodhisattva of great wisdom. Samantabhadra, the Bodhisattva of great activity. Samantabhadra, the Bodhisattva of great activity. Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of great compassion. Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of great compassion. All venerable Bodhisattva Mahasattvas. All venerable Bodhisattva Mahasattvas. Mahaprajna Paramita. Mahaprajna Paramita. Initiates, the essence of the heart-mind is as quiet as a calm lake, and the sea of Dharma is as deep as the depths of all the oceans. Those who are misguided will wander in darkness, and those who awaken will attain true liberation. This liberation is the way to realize the heart of the Buddha. After you have accepted this teaching, you should maintain unwavering faith in it, and you should not be tempted to doubt it. For this reason, successive masters have made these commitments. The gift of this commitment is that it allows you to awaken to the heart of the Buddha with this very body that was given to you by your parents. At this moment, even though you do not yet know the manifestation of the true Buddha, you are already true disciples of the Awakened One. Now, as we begin this ceremony, I ask you to please leave your seats and make a bow of deepest gratitude for the kindnesses showered upon you by your parents, by your families, and by all other beings that have enabled you to reach maturity, who have and will continue to support your practice in the past, present, and future. Please realize that you will be assisted by these kindnesses throughout your long practice of the way. Good. All right. You have taken up the path of the Bodhisattva and have asked to receive the Sila. You have completed the training that's required to receive Jukai. Yeah, keep your hands in Gasho. No longer picking and choosing, accept these robes, which are the symbol of your commitment and responsibility as disciples of Buddha.
This robe has no form. It is the symbol of absolute freedom, freedom from life and from death. It cannot be compared to anything, nor can anything be compared to it. I now receive it gratefully. May it be worn forever, from generation to generation.